evening and welcome to this edition of the Evening News for today, Saturday, October the 12th, 2024. I am Gerald Bryan. Thank you for tuning in. In the headlines, e-gates installed at CJIA to streamline processing of passengers. Government to hold GPL accountable for service delivery. Security firms paid over $200 million in backdated NIS contributions after government clampdown. MAZARUNI prisoners benefiting from professional mental health support. Now for the news in detail. We begin tonight's newscast by telling you that the processing of outgoing and incoming passengers at the Cheddi Jagan International Airport, CJIA, into Mary will now be made easier following the installation of several electronic gates, e-gates. The key features of these e-gates include autonomous immigration processing that performs security checks on passports worldwide, validation of chip passports according to ICAO standards, coupled with future support for Guyana's EID and facial recognition technology for identity verification using an advanced algorithm. It is also integrated with the ABIS system for real-time passenger updates with automated checks for ED form correctness. It has the capacity to process 6 passengers simultaneously with oversight from a single officer. The enhanced security measures will prevent unauthorized access and allow complete visibility for officers through glass panels. It also features a monitoring station for effective passenger flow management and automatic detention of watchlisted individuals. These improvements aim to reduce processing times and enhance overall airport efficiency significantly. The installation of these e-gates comes on the heels of the Guyana government moving to have CJIA go paperless as part of a broader digitalization vision for public services across the country. Only last month, Vice President Dr. Barry Jagdeo disclosed plans to implement an automated border management system at the CJIA and then at other ports of entry across the country. Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, President Dr. Irfan Ali, has called on the newest batch of officers who have completed the Guyana Defense Forces Standard Officers Course 55, SOC 55, to ensure that their loyalty towards protecting Guyana's territorial sovereignty is placed above any political interest. Michael Henry has more in this report.
You are charged to protect our nation's sovereignty, ensuring its territorial integrity, and standing ready to counter any threat, whether external aggression or internal disorder. This loyalty, above all, transcends political divides, reminding you that the Defense Force is always subordinate to the Constitution and civilian authority.
That was President Dr. Irfan Ali on Friday during the presentation of instruments of commission to officers of the Standard Officers Course 55 held at State House. The class of 28 newly minted officers includes 1 member of the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force, 2 members of the Belize Defense Force, 6 members of the Guyana Police Force, and 18 members of the Guyana Defense Force. Speaking specifically to the local police and army officers, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces noted that their responsibilities also include adapting to a rapidly changing country and world.
The Guyana Defense Force is committed to supporting your development as part of a modernizing military, ready to defend, deter threats, and respond to national emergencies. Our country is changing, and you must change with it. We are building not just a more agile and technologically savvy military, but a modern nation. As Guyana undergoes this transformation, challenges will require your attention. Transnational threats, ranging from cybersecurity risk to narco-trafficking, demand greater readiness, vigilance, and integrity. Your ability to embrace these changes will be essential to ensuring the security and sovereignty of our nation. As we embark on this path, remember that your service to Guyana represents a higher calling. It requires selfless dedication to the nation and a willingness to make sacrifices, even the ultimate one if necessary. Your commitment to our homeland must be driven by an unwavering love for our country, pride in our heritage, and a deep sense of responsibility for its future. I charge you to embrace the responsibilities that will come with your commission. Lead with vision, serve with courage, and strive to protect our republic. A promising and rewarding future awaits you. I wish you success as you pursue your military careers, and I thank you for your service to our great nation.
Friday's presentation of the Instruments of Commission followed a commissioning parade on Wednesday at the Drill Square at Base Camp Ayangana, where these newly minted officers were pinned with pairs of officers' stars by the Commander-in-Chief and the GDF's Chief of Defense Staff, Brigadier Omar Khan. Michelle Henry, The Evening News.
We now tell you that ExxonMobil Guyana has said that its combined investments in Guyana, where it is currently producing oil in the Stabroek Block, will hit US $55 billion in 2027, by which time its fifth and sixth development projects will come on stream. Here are the details. ExxonMobil Guyana currently has a number of projects in the development phase in Guyana, such as its Yellowtail project. During a recent press conference, the company's president, Alistair Routledge, spoke of these investments and the collective value they bring.
Next up, of course, is the Yellowtail project, which develops the Yellowtail and Tilapia reservoir, Redtail, some Tilapia reservoirs. That is on course for a startup as planned by the end of 2025. In fact, the FPSO is in Singapore, in the yard in Singapore. All of the modules have been fabricated and installed on the top sides of the FPSO, and the company over there is integrating all of those modules so that they are fully connected both from a controls point of view, electrical point of view, and then of course fluids that flow between the different units and modules on the FPSO.
According to Routledge, work on this FPSO is expected to conclude by this year-end, followed by the vessel being christened in January and arriving in Guyana in the 2025 second quarter. When the Yellowtail FPSO, which has been dubbed the One Guyana FPSO, comes on stream, it will produce as much as 250,000 barrels of oil per day. Taking Exxon's next fourth, fifth, and sixth projects into account, the company's investments offshore Guyana will be US $55 billion by 2027.
A lot of the subsea installation activities have been ongoing, drilling the production development wells. So all of that is on course so that we'll be able to bring everything together with an integrated installation campaign through the summer period of next year. So very much on schedule, and you'll recall this is the FPSO is the first one that starts with a planned capacity of 250,000 barrels per day. We're also moving on schedule for the Waru project, the fifth project development, and the Whiptail project. Both of those are slated for a 2027 startup, albeit the teams continue to work towards earlier dates if those are feasible. Those collective 6 projects bring the combined investment commitment in Guyana to some $55 billion US.
At present, Exxon is producing oil from 3 developments offshore Guyana, the Liza Phase 1 and 2 and the Payara project, all in the prolific Stabroek Block. Jarrell Bryan, The Evening News. Coming up on the other side of the break, government to hold GPL accountable for service delivery. Please stay tuned.
Feeling lucky? With Digicel, you could be one of 4 lucky millionaires. That's right, Digicel is giving away millions. Top up with $1,000 or more, and you will be automatically entered into a draw for a chance to win $1 million weekly. Don't wait. Top up today, and you could be one of Digicel's 4 lucky millionaires. Top up now, and who knows, you might just hit the jackpot with Digicel. Digicel, the network for everyone,
GCOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by December 31, 2024 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. It is the civic duty and legal responsibility of all persons who meet the eligibility requirements to apply for registration. By doing so, you will be ensuring that you are issued a national identification card and be included in the official lists of electors for future elections, providing you meet all eligibility criteria. Persons could be prosecuted, fined, or even sent to prison for failing or refusing to apply for registration. This registration exercise will end on November 29, 2024. For further information, contact GCOM on 225-0277-9 or visit the website www.gcom.org.
Guys, I think I'm in love! Wow!
Yeah, I was looking at you too.
What? What are you talking about? I'm in the tiles. Where did you get them?
Oh, Mima Decor, obviously the best tile store in Guyana. Come, let me take you there.
My kitchen, my bathroom, my floors. Mima Decor has everything. And the prices are great too.
So, yeah, I want to have a date now.
We can build on that.
Welcome back. You're watching the evening news. With billions of dollars already pumped into expanding the Guyana Power and Light's generating capacity to meet the country's growing electricity demand, efforts are now underway to overhaul the entity's aged system. This will see a modern, smart power grid being installed by 2030, and according to President Dr. Irfan Ali, the power company will be held accountable for service delivery to consumers. Let's have a look.
Since taking office in 2020, the People's Progressive Party Civic Administration has plugged a whopping $28.1 billion into the Guyana Power and Light, GPL, adding an additional 127.7 megawatts of generating capacity to the national grid. During an address to the 12th Parliament earlier this week, President Dr. Irfan Ali spoke of some of the work done in the power sector to keep a pace with the growing electricity demand across the country.
The investment in the electricity sector by my administration included expansion and upgrade of the distribution network, substations, installation and replacement of more than 100,000 meters, as well as close to 4,000 transformers, and laying almost 2,800 kilometers of distribution network, and expanded and upgraded 3 substations. Since 2020, we have provided electricity to 27 communities that were not previously served and upgraded. Since taking office in 2020, the government has maintained the same electricity tariff, despite substantial increases in fuel prices.
As part of efforts to modernize the electricity sector, the head of state indicated that tenders will soon be out for more substations, transmission lines, and distribution feeders, all aimed at improving power reliability and resilience. However, President Ali noted that key to this transformation is a mix of renewable energy.
Our investment in renewable energy have been ramped up, resulting in a 224% increase in electricity generation from solar, hydropower, and other renewable sources since 2020. Key projects include the solar farms in Madja, Wakenham, and Leg 1, along with the distribution of 30,000 solar PV systems to hinterland and riverine communities. Additionally, the development of 5 solar PV farms, including 18 megawatts, is underway, with plans for 3 more, adding another 15 megawatts. These investments aim to enhance the reliability of the power grid and improve access to electricity for new customers.
In light of these massive investments, the head of state has warned that the state-owned power company will be held accountable if it fails to deliver stable and reliable electricity to the country.
By 2030, Guyana power demand is expected to triple, with plans to meet this surge primarily through natural gas and the Milas Falls Hydro Project, alongside expansions in wind, solar, and other hydropower plants. GPL plans to achieve a full-fledged smart grid by 2030, which will comprise a distribution management system, smart distribution equipment, and complete advanced metering infrastructure. With a smart grid, GPL will achieve a significant reduction in the spread and number of outages, and we shall hold them accountable. These investments we are making, the management of GPL will and must be held accountable to deliver the results from these investments.
Trishelle Sobers, Evening News.
The Guyana government has been able to secure over $200 million in backdated contributions to the National Insurance Scheme, NIS, for employees of security firms who failed to remit payments deducted to the agency. Here is Trishelle Sobers once more.
Back in June, Vice President Dr. Bharat Jagdeo announced that government would clamp down on security companies not paying their employees' NIS contributions and terminate contracts with the state for those who fail to clear the backlog within a specific time frame. During his weekly press conference on Thursday, the Vice President indicated that several entities have since come forward thus far, and the administration is engaging others as the issue is prevalent among security service providers and is only discovered in most cases by staff when they seek to recoup their benefits from the insurance scheme.
We spoke with them in the security sectors. If you don't pay within a particular period, you would lose the contract, and secondly, we'll put it before the police. So far, from 4 persons, 4 of those, we've already had them pay over $200 million. They had to bring it up to date, all their back payments. 4 of the contractors alone who were supplying security services in the matter of 3 months, because we said to them, you're not going to lose your contract.
Against this backdrop, the VP announced that NIS has begun reviewing security firms providing services to the state, and there will be consequences for those that engage in this practice going forward. Further, he explained that government will very soon launch an investigation to uncover outstanding payments for employees among security firms in the private sector, as the administration moves to ensure that all Guyanese have access to old age pension upon retirement and health benefits.
You can't be making deductions or not paying the NIS, and your employees can't secure benefits if they fall sick. So that is something that we will insist on in government and for even private employers.
Only earlier this week, the Ghana government announced the injection of $10 billion into NIS to assist the elderly population. According to President Dr. Irfan Ali, this intervention would allow contributors who do not meet the requirement to benefit from the NIS pension to now receive a cash payout from whatever limited contributions they would have made. Trishelle Sobers, Evening News.
Regular professional support has seen improved mental health state and behavioral changes among inmates at the MAZARUNI prison. Luana McAllister joins us now to report how this new initiative by the Guyana Prison Service has benefited inmates.
Assistant Superintendent of Prisons and Officer in charge of the MAZARUNI prison, Carlton Cameron, disclosed that they have introduced regular visit by mental health professionals to the Region 7 penitentiary. During a recent appearance on the televised Prison in Focus program, he highlighted the positive impact of this initiative.
What we have on board is we have the psychiatrist, Dr. Rajkumar. She visits the prisons on a monthly basis. And since she has visited the prison, the general assessment in terms of the general conduct of the inmates, how they are responsive, how in terms of reacting normally and so forth, they're greatly increasing that aspect. In addition to that, the level in terms of being aggressive and so, that's not the case. So I think it was a good initiative in terms of having professional help, and that is the way we're going to continue to as we move forward.
Cameron emphasized the importance of professional mental health support in helping inmates manage their behavior. Similar steps have also been taken at other correctional facilities across the country where mental health services and training programs have been expanded. These developments come in response to growing awareness of the critical need for mental health care within prisons, aligning with global trends toward humane treatment and rehabilitation of incarcerated individuals. Recognizing the dire need to build mental health capacity within the prison system, the Guyana Prison Service and the University of Guyana's Institute for Human Resilience, Strategy, Security, and the Future also recently launched the First Responders course in mental health, neurological, and substance abuse disorder. 60 prison officers benefited from this groundbreaking initiative, which is fully financed by the Interdevelopment Bank through the Ministry of Legal Affairs for the support of the criminal justice system. Lawanda McAllister for the Evening News.
With the aim of generating global environmental and sustainable development benefits through community-based actions, more than 40 projects were executed across Guyana to tackle major environmental issues such as biodiversity conservation and climate change. Luana McAllister reports.
On Friday, the Global Environmental Facility Small Grants Program hosted their first ever knowledge fair. Speaking at the opening ceremony of the fair, which was held at the Regency Suites Hotel in Georgetown, was head of the Multilateral Environmental Agreements Department at the Environmental Protection Agency, Felicia Adams-Kelman, who highlighted how community-level initiatives can help combat environmental problems.
Today's theme, Building Synergies for Community and Environmental Action with Global Impacts, highlights the vital role of grassroots initiatives in addressing environmental challenges. Change often starts at the community level, and each of us can influence our surroundings through local projects, sustainable practices, and educational outreaches.
In this regard, Kelman disclosed that through the United Nations Development Program, several community-based projects were executed across Guyana.
Since launching the SGP program in 2013, the UNDP has executed over 40 grassroots projects in 9 of our 10 administrative regions. Notable projects include the conservation and sustainable use of more than 10,000 hectares of forests on indigenous lands, the introduction of upland rice planting in the savanna to combat desert deforestation. All of these projects are vital to Guyana's implementation of our national trajectory as outlined in the Low Carbon Development Strategy 2030.
In Guyana, the Global Environment Facility Small Grants Program is implemented by the UNDP. And according to the UNDP country representative for Guyana and Suriname, Gerardo Noto, it is important for countries to work together to tackle global issues.
In a world in which all problems are global, as we know, there is no way countries can handle issues by themselves. We need global responses, but built piece by piece from the local, national, regional, and global level. It is upon this notion and idea of collective immediate action that the GEF Small Grant Program was founded. UNDP's engagement and work have proven that civil society-led initiative can generate environmental benefits while supporting sustainable livelihoods, gender equality, and civil society empowerment. UNDP continues to assist countries in designing and implementing activities consistent with the GEF mandate and national sustainable development plans. The environment remains a central and strategic for sustainable human development.
Lawanda McAllister, The Evening News.
And now for a look at the bridge reports.
The Damarara Harbour Bridge will be closed to vehicular traffic on Sunday, October 13th, 2024 at 0 hours 30 for a period of 1.5 hours and also at 12 hours for 45 minutes. Meanwhile, the Berbice River Bridge is expected to be closed at 13 hours 10 on Sunday, October 13th, 2024, also for a period of 1.5 hours.
Windies ready for Sri Lankan challenge. This and more coming up in the Sportscast after the break.
Hi, I'm doing well from the Makarp Agriculture Division. If you're looking for a reliable piece of equipment for farming, mining, forestry, the Case IH is it. Contact Makarp or contact me personally on 615-2944.
Makarp, let's do the work.
Moving, lifting, or bending, whatever the job, we at Sylvie's Variety Store have the right tools to make it happen. Pallet jacks and hand trucks for bonds and industrial sites, easy pickup and convenient maneuvers. Chain hoist from Roughneck and Northern Industrial, the perfect solution to lifting heavy objects. And then there's the 12-ton and 16-ton hydraulic pipe benders from 1/2 to 2 inch. We also stock the shop press machine from Northern Industrial. Sylvie's Variety Store stocks the tools to make it happen.
The Guyana Elections Commission GCOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by December 31st, 2024 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. How to apply for registration? You must visit the GCOM registration office that is responsible for the registration of persons from your area of residence to apply for registration or name change or correction. You must be in possession of the following source documents as might be relevant: original birth certificate or valid Guyana passport for new registration, original marriage certificate and original birth certificate in the case of a name change by way of marriage, original deed poll and original birth certificate in the case of a name change by deed poll, original naturalization certificate and original birth certificate or valid passport in the case of naturalization. This registration exercise will end on November 29th, 2024. For further information, please contact GCOM on the following hotline numbers: 225-027729, 226-6557, 223-9650, or visit the GCOM website at www.gcom.org.
Feeling lucky? With Digicel, you could be one of 4 lucky millionaires. That's right, Digicel is giving away millions. Top up with $1,000 or more, and you will be automatically entered into a draw for a chance to win $1 million weekly. Don't wait. Top up today, and you could be one of Digicel's 4 lucky millionaires. Top up now, and who knows, you might just hit the jackpot with Digicel. Digicel, the network for everyone.